What's poppin', y'all? With the rise of Adrien Broner, who you gotta be living under a rock if you haven't seen a clip of him and Dean the Great just being absolutely hilarious twins. It's like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, except we need a Mr. Mosby for them. I don't know who that is. It seems like Dean the Great has to take that role sometimes, and it's crazy considering he was considered the wild one that couldn't handle his drink or be responsible just less than 6 weeks ago. But since Adrien Broner is the hottest thing, another streamer wanted to get a little collaboration with him, and that streamer is none other than T Banks, who was recently, I wouldn't say recently, the most recent controversy surrounding him was his relationship with an NBA player's sister, and she tried to expose him for some heinous stuff, and it was a flop of an exposal. She got exposed as being a nutcase, but he wanted to collaborate with Adrien Broner, and Adrien Broner was not having it, and DDG would react to this.
You know what? He followed me. Let me ask AB if he want to do a stream. I DM AB. I'm like, yo, AB, you want to hop on the stream on Twitch? Let's do some boxing. I just said, let's hop on the stream one day. The nigga responded 15K. Ever since then, I haven't texted him back. If y'all think I'm lying, I can show y'all the DMs. I texted him. I said, AB, let's hop on the stream. Adrien Broner, come on, let's get some hands cracking and just sent back. Money signed 15K. You know what, man? It's good, bro.
Hey, this is one of the most viral niggas right now, though. Hey, bro, you can't be mad at him. He don't know how the streaming game work. I feel like once he realized how the streaming game work, you low-key, like, if you watching this at some point in time, Adrien Broner, at some point in time, you're going to have to start collabing. You're going to have to start reaching out, doing this and boom, 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 so you can grow your fan base. But I feel telling 15 right now. I feel him. I haven't got on my phone yet and didn't see this. Him and Dean. I haven't got on my phone yet and didn't see them. And I've been on my phone every day for at least the past week or two. Going on 2 weeks. I have not seen these within a day.
So off rip, T Banks is tripping because this is a delicate situation that I gotta explain in several layers. So layer number one, the fact that T Banks thinks that Adrien Broner is going to just collaborate with him is kind of crazy because number one, T Banks is not an S or A tier streamer viewership wise. He's a solid, I put him at like a J Cinco level, and some people will say, really, you don't think J Cinco is more lit in terms of streaming viewer fan base? No, I do not think J Cinco is more lit. They're on the same level in that regard. If anything, T Banks may have a stronger community because he actually built it solidly on his own. He would post a bunch of clips on TikTok. He was consistent versus J Cinco is more of a internet celebrity / widely recognizable streamer that has a bunch of connections. So the reason why I say that is if you're a top streamer, Adrien Broner might know who you are. Might, if he's seen you on his feed. And J Cinco, that's why I say J Cinco, because he's probably seen J Cinco on his feed. There's a level of familiarity. I guarantee he's never heard of T Banks. So that's number one. Number two is that Adrien Broner is a world champion boxer. Like, I feel like people are just saying, like, he's thinking like, yo, let me just hit this guy up. We're going to do a little boxing stream. This is not somebody on Brand Risk. This is not somebody on Misfits. This is not a boxing trainer that has a boxing gym to where it makes sense, where it's like, okay, I'll get some promotion for my gym. I'll get some content that I can post on my gym's page. No, this is a former world champion boxer. I think he said he's a 4-time world champion boxer. He made sure people knew that, which he should, man. If you get to that level in boxing, that is a brutal sport. Much respect to any boxers out there. I know the MMA fighters will get in here and be like, well, what about MMA? It's like, listen, man, the beating that boxers have to take throughout and the amount of years that boxers are doing this from such a young age, listen, give them their respect, okay? Like, once your CTE rates match theirs or come close to theirs, then we'll give you some respect. Nah, but in all seriousness, I actually enjoy watching MMA more, and I do have a lot of respect for it. It's just boxing it's like what they say, the sweet science. It's a beautiful thing to watch, especially with the limitations associated with the sport. So you got what, 10 punches versus all of the different moves that you have in MMA. All right, regardless, we're not going to go off track in this video, although I would like to. We're also in an industry now. Streaming is now known as the thing that makes a ton of money, which you never wanted to turn into that. And with that will come appearance fees. And I'm thinking 15 grand. The first thing I thought was, yo, Vlad's hitting this guy up for an interview or what? Because Vlad did do an interview with Adrien Broner 9 years ago. I got recommended a clip from it, or one of the YouTube videos from that interview just yesterday. And I had tweeted like, yo, is Vlad in contact with him? Because this is the move right now. And just because Adrien Broner said, oh, 15K doesn't mean that he wouldn't have been down for 10, potentially even 5. And in Adrien Broner right now, with the Vlad TV interview, man, that would bang. Vlad sitting across from Adrien Broner asking him about Boosie. Vlad in front of Adrien Broner asking him about Aries Spears, explaining those situations, explaining the money behind them. Adrien Broner will be like, yo, Boosie was getting 25K to sit on this chair. Man, I'll do it for 2,500. Adrien Broner shaved his entire beard, which probably took years to grow, for $1,000 on I think it was the first or second stream with Dean the Great. And I don't know how he linked up with Dean the Great, but clearly some money was exchanged, at least on the stream. And that goes to another layer, which is you're catching the guy on a meteoric rise. And at that point, you just got to chalk it up and be like, yeah, I've either got to get a lot more lit or I just missed out on this one. Because it's kind of like when rappers are charging for features, right? I'll give you guys 2 examples. Famous Dex, which was an example from like 10 plus years ago. And actually, no, it's Famous Dex and Puya around the same time. They were charging $1,000 for a feature. Famous Dex was charging $1,000. Puya, which if you watch his interview on No Jumper, I think he even says it there or on X, Twitter, that he would charge $1,000 and a Big Mac for a feature. And these artists, I would say, at the time, Famous Dex was already kind of lit. But a month or 2 later, Famous Dex was out of here. That price 10x'd. So you missed out if you didn't buy it at that right opportune moment. Same thing with Puya, except Puya, I would say his feature was worth a lot more because he's made several careers off of a feature and a cosign. And then his feature, I think he just stopped doing features in general unless he really liked your music. So you miss out on that moment once they blow up. And you got to think, once somebody blows up, everybody is reaching out to them. And everybody that's a lot more popular than you. So now you're just in a sea of messages. And the lesson here is to tap into talent that you think is good and undervalued. It's like a stock before anyone else does. And that's what Dean the Great did. And I don't know if Dean the Great paid him to be on his stream, but if he did, that was a smart move. And that stream goes together well. What DDG is talking about is correct as well, which is when he says that, yo, Adrien Broner's got to learn this game. You've got to collab and all that. Yes, Adrien Broner does need a collab if he wants to grow in the streaming industry. But like I said, Adrien Broner is a world champion. This guy's the one that's getting recognized and come up to for photos all the time.
It was a reverse, bro. They said Dean just an extra on his own stream. You can't ever win, gang. God, yeah, hell yeah.
What up with it? What up with it?
Thank you, man.
You already know love, gang. That's another one. They ain't get you, D.
No, he just shot. He thought I was crashed out. He thought
That's another one.
No, he thought I was crashed.
So this was Adrien Broner and Dean the Great at the Hard Rock, where Offset and Lil TJ got into their little scuffle, if you guys recall that. What's coming out of that? We will have to wait and see. But everyone's and Adrien Broner's teasing Dean the Great because everybody's coming up to Adrien Broner for a photo. They're like, yo, I see you on my feed all the time. And then they're like, oh, yeah, that other guy, come in the photo too. So they don't recognize Dean, or they just recognize Adrien Broner first. Because at one point, this guy was an A-list celebrity. So he's already a celebrity and he's lit in the streaming world. Adrien Broner should not be collaborating for free with anybody that is less than an A-tier streamer. Like a DDG collaboration makes sense for an Adrien Broner. well, Kai Cenat's not even in the game anymore. Yeah, that's all I can really think of. Because they would have to mesh well with Adrien Broner, so they would have to be more... Like, think about Adrien Broner doing a stream with any of the core boys. Like, that would be the corniest, lamest thing ever. Except, no, like a Silky, but a Silky's not an A-tier streamer. Silky's like keeping it a buck without the buff of his group. He's down here with me. I'm a C-tier YouTuber. He's like a C-tier streamer. Yeah, we're down on the same level in our industry. If we're solo dolo with it. Nah, I mean, I'll give him B tier. Nah, he's B tier. He's B tier. He's growing a lot. But how much of that was the buff from being in phase? Yeah, I'll give him B tier right now. Let me not disrespect. He's been working hard as of late. But Adrien Broner would also talk about and get a little bit emotional explaining his situation and why he always wants to have a woman with him.
Like, I'm being honest, bro. I just be needing a woman with me every night just because. No. I'm not saying no. Y'all don't understand it. Like, I'm not saying nothing disrespectful. It's just like when I'm alone, I just think of all this, bro. You gotta understand, bro. All I did was fix everybody's problems, but when I got problems, nobody there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I don't care what it was. It's like, motherfuckers for money they never had in their life before. You need 45,000. Nigga, you only had 2,000 your whole life.
Broke.
No.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, bro.
But I still make
Let
it
cut
happen.
go.
Man. It's like, and now it's like, you know, like right now I got an avenue to where I don't even gotta get in the ring ever again the rest of my life, bro. I've been close to death so many times, bro. Jaw broke, all type of shit, bro. Like, but now, like, I'm with this dumb. Oh shit.
And we locked in, though, okay? I'm proud of you,
Yeah,
nigga.
bro. You, bro. Real, bro. I didn't know what I was gonna do, bro. I don't know if I was gonna go back to the street, sell drugs, go back to rob and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, I'm a real gangster in this, bro. And I don't even mean to say this on camera, but it's just like now it's like.
But you so much more than that.
Man, it ain't about that, bro.
It is.
I done found something that I like to do, and I would do it every day. Every day, bro. I'm sorry who I hurt. I would try to fix it, but this is just me, bro. I'm just being myself, and it's like, oh, I can make money like this? Just being myself, bro. That's all I was doing all my life, bro. Hey, bro. It's all because of you.
So here, you can even hear it from Adrien. Keep in mind, every clip that you see of these guys, they're dressed like twins. I love that. They play the whole role perfectly, which I think is organized by Dean the Great's manager, who I don't know if he's still with the guy that used to manage Boosie. Because Boosie was managed by, I don't want to put the guy's name out there, but he managed him and he was rolling with Dean all the time. So maybe that guy's still managing them. But yeah, whoever's organizing this is doing an excellent job. There is some behind the scenes work going on here. But yeah, seeing them in the same outfit is hilarious. But here you have it. Like, Adrien Broner's like, yo, dog, I was giving people $45,000. How do you have the nerve to ask for $45,000 when you don't even make that in a year? And then that's the thing. He was probably handing it out. Well, he was throwing it at chicks in clubs. He was buying bags. And he was giving a lot of people money. I think that's one thing we talk about is like, yo, they just splurged out in public on women. Well, if they're doing that, it's guaranteed, damn near, that they're also giving family, extended family, and friends money too. There's just no way to publicize that. So if he's in an industry, he might as well charge for appearances. And there are certain people that they blow up and they have cultural attention. Like, they have attention within the streaming culture. And I'll give you guys an example of this is like a Fulcrum, right? Or a backpack kid or whatever. And everyone wants them on their stream. And they go on everybody's stream. and then they just kind of fizzle out because their 15 minutes is up. At least when they've got their 15 minutes, if they're charging for appearances, which people are known to pay for now, they can make a bag while their 15 minutes is going on. Like Fulcrum right now, that guy was doing the whole Benjamin and the Yart or whatever stick. And then that guy's got like a whole e-bike family now. It's crazy, right? But what happened to him? He missed out on, well, the industry wasn't as mature as it is now. Now, Adrien Broner, he isn't one of those guys. He isn't some gimmick. So I think he deserves to get paid. Now, 15 grand for a stream, like I said, for a T Banks, it doesn't make sense. But if you're one of the biggest streamers, it does make sense. But also, it makes sense for Adrien Broner, if you are one of the biggest streamers, to just work with them, because you guys are going to help each other. Your stream is going to generate more money for you as well. Although I don't think Adrien Broner is responsible enough to run a stream without Dean the Great. Adrien Broner is streaming right now on his own channel and he's making his own money, but they're streaming via Dean's ingest, which is like Dean's cameraman is recording them. So if Adrien Broner is alone, I think the guy's just going to get drunk. He's not going to film himself. Obviously, he needs a cameraman. The guy's drunk all the time. But let me know what y'all think about this. Is Adrien Broner taxing for 15K, or do y'all think 15K is a steal? Nah, nobody thinks 15K is a steal. Let's keep it a buck. How much would you pay for an Adrien Broner stream? Let's say that. If you're a B tier streamer, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see you on the next one.